Hi, I'm Daniel Boy. Welcome back to the front row. We have in our studio right now Chong Han San, who is the creator of Q's Menswear. Welcome to the front row, Han San.
Oh, are you?
I'm great. What an incredible video. What an incredible collection. You know, Han San, I've always been a fan of yours. I'm wearing Q's Menswear right now. Let's start off by telling everyone what exactly is bespoke tailoring.
Now, bespoke tailoring, right? The word bespoke, it means to be spoken for. So when you customize something, right, it's not just about the fit or customization. It's a lot about your personality. What are you trying to portray? And it speaks a lot about your personality. Yes, so that's why you call it bespoke.
Wow. So I'm wearing a bespoke suit right now. Can you talk us through the whole process of creating a suit for a customer? Say, creating this suit for me.
So
What is the process?
Let's say for you, right, when you first come in as a normal customer, I'll first understand a bit more about your personality. Are you a conservative or you are like a crazy flamboyant type? And also ask a little bit more about your purpose. Like, is it for an event or is it for business? Or are you going to say the one that you're wearing is a flannel jacket? It's probably good for colder countries if you're traveling to. So from there, I'll always get to understand my customer first. What is the real objective of you getting a suit? And from there, I will, based on what I have and what I know that's best suitable for you, and I'll just do my recommendations, choose the best fabrics, the best colors, and the best fit for you. Yeah. And then from there, we'll take a measurements. After the measurements, takes about 2 weeks later, you get to get your first fitting, your first fitting jacket that's half done, and from there we'll tweak here and there to something that fits you. And after that, normally there's another one more fit, and subsequently, once the fit is done, the suit will be completed in about 2 weeks' time. Yeah,
Wow.
and voila.
I can tell you the whole process of creating a bespoke suit is wonderful because it's not just about the fitting, it's about the whole process. It's about going into the atelier and Hansan really makes you feel so important. And I think that's part of the culture as well of what you do, Hansan. Uh,
Yes.
okay, what happens if a customer wants, say, a design that doesn't particularly suit them. For example, if I pick a design, all right, like a double-breasted suit, and I know personally I don't look good in double-breasted suits, but if I didn't know that, because I'm not very tall and I'm
Mm.
built in a certain way, so if I wanted a double-breasted suit and you know that it doesn't suit me, do you how do you redesign something for a customer?
So this has several ways, of course. One of the disadvantage of bespoke is that you can't see the final product. So I have to use a lot of visuals and a lot of as much mock-ups as possible to show the customers how it's going to look. And but if the customer still insists on it, of course I'll say it's okay. We will still do it. Uh, we do it with a fitting because there's still chance to change it during the fitting process. And once he gets
Right.
fitted, then he can see what exactly do I mean, and I'll prove him that our recommendation is right. But there are still chances. There are some chances that sometimes customers could be right as well. Sometimes I won't say I'm the most perfect designer, but sometimes some customers are very interestingly somehow they had a way of getting it done.
Okay, what
Yes.
happens if you go through your first fitting and your second
Mm.
fitting, and you've gone from 12 stage, which is how do you describe 12? How do you explain 12?
A twirl is what we call um, half finished garment. That means it's quite loosely built up. Or okay, the other easier to understand term will be a shell fitting. So it's just a single layer of the actual fabric that is loosely stitched together with the closest measurement, and we put onto the person. So we will slowly, that's when the area when we can actually do a lot of adjustment without destroying the garment. Yeah.
What happens if okay, I'm going to give you two scenarios right now, okay? One, if we've done the 12 fitting, we've done the second fitting, and then suddenly I decide, you know what, I don't want a double breasted jacket. I want a single breasted jacket. And the second scenario is, what happens if I put on weight and the final jacket doesn't fit me, the final suit doesn't fit me? Have you ever encountered situations like that?
Yes, very frequent actually.
Okay.
so, okay, to be specific about your question, so from double-breasted to a single-breasted during fitting is not a problem at all, but it's a problem when it's from a single-breasted to a double-breasted because we need the additional fabrics to do the double-breasted,
Right.
right? So, because we are bespoke and we are very we always try to give our best to the customers. We will actually change the fitting toile. That means we change the first layer. We actually purchase extra fabrics and a little bit of loss, but just to give the customer what they want. Yeah, that's what we do. And sorry, what's the second question again?
Okay, what happens? Okay, I'll give you this scenario. Okay, I
uh,
come in for my measurements, I do my first fitting, I do my second fitting, and then there's a lockdown. And then after, say, in phase two, I come back to you for to collect my suit, and I put on 5 kilos, and I can't button my pants. What happens then?
oh, actually, this has really happened quite a lot of customers been coming back in the last 2 months with all these problems, and most of them have gained weight. So, uh, the good thing about bespoke and what we do here is when you gain weight or lose weight, right? We have allowances for you to alter one size up or
Oh,
one size down. A lot of people do not know this that actually, besides getting a very good fit, right? We actually have a very good after sales service. We want you to keep on wearing your garment for as long as possible. So when you gain weight, lose weight, we actually offer the alteration service for our customers so that they can wear their suit as long as they can. And we have customers. Just recently, one customer came back. He said, "I've been wearing the last jacket I made with you for the last 7 years. It's still working. I just gained weight after the lockdown. That's why I'm coming back to make a new suit." So yeah, so that's a
and
good thing about customizing your suit with us. Mm.
right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should spend and invest in a good quality suit because it's something that can last you a lifetime. And I can attest to that as well. I've known Hansan for years and years and years since, good Lord, last century. I've known you since last century. He
Yes.
the old one. And I have early pieces of Han's creations that I'm still wearing today. Thankfully, I'm the same size. Now, okay, my next question for you is the fact that your business is such a personal business. You need to meet a person and talk to them and measure them and fit them. But you have managed very successfully to transition onto the online model. And in fact, during the lockdown, you continued to do really good business. What is your secret? What did you do?
There's a few things that we did. We already had an online business before the lockdown. I mean, before this whole COVID thing, and we were starting online. Just that during the lockdown, I think a lot of people had this. They need retail therapy. So we actually did quite good, some good promotions here and there, and people were actually buying more than our usual usual time. And there, I think people are spending more time facing the computer. And when I blast a promotion and all this, I was quite active on social media during the lockdown. So um, we had quite good response. And besides that, I think because we have very good relationship with customers, during lockdown, I do text my customers time to time or keep in
Right.
touch through social media, and I we try to cultivate, this interest and what they can do after the lockdown, and also we were shifting a little bit more towards casual wear during this period
Mm,
as well because I think, as you know, most people are not working in the office now, so
yeah.
they still want to wear some. We have been pushing a lot of floral shirts, casual shirt, linen shirts, and they are doing well as well. So we have some pivot of our direction as well. That's why we have been sustaining quite well during this period.
Fantastic. So if I were to have ordered a suit from you during lockdown, how do you manage the fitting and the measurements? Say I'm a new customer, and
Yeah.
during lockdown, I really want a bespoke suit. How do you manage that?
Oh, that part. Okay, we we could actually still take orders, and we have to kind of okay, during phase one, we couldn't actually take orders at all, but we still can
Right.
do some consultation. Customers still can pick fabrics. Measurement wise, we had to wait, so no choice. So the customer had to wait till I think phase two, then we can actually visit them in person, take their measurements, and because most of our productions are done locally as well, so we can actually have it done in our tailor's home. You know, they do it at home, draft it, and they have a seamstress at home. Then we send to the seamstress at home, and they sew it. Still can be done. Yeah, we just have to be a bit more resourceful.
And meanwhile, you continue to do good business with your casual shirts and all. I'm a
Yes,
fan of your button shirts, which is something you introduced as well just recently.
yes. So actually, batik shirts we've been doing, and recently we are talking to one of our Singapore textile brand, Binary Style, about collaborating
Oh,
as well. And yeah, yeah, to actually push some of our local designer brands as well, that we can collaborate together.
I'm always a big fan of collaborations, and incidentally, Binary Style are one of the designers that are showing right here on the front row, and
Yes,
their show is on Sunday. So join us for that show. It's going to be really exciting. So before we wrap up, I'm just going to do a little. Okay, this may embarrass you, Hansan, but Han has
yes,
dressed some of the biggest personalities and politicians, including our prime minister. So if you look at our prime minister's National Day, that shirt that he was wearing is from Q's Menswear. So, Hansan, I want to congratulate you on how far you've come. You are truly
thank
a
you.
Singapore that is of international standard, and that's why we all love you so much. If you want to know more about Hansan's label, or if you want to get in touch with him to purchase something or just to order a bespoke suit, you can find a direct link to Hansan's online store and online web store right here at the front row. So just go to the designer's corner, click on it, or you can find the link right here at the front row. So that's it, Hansan. It's been really wonderful having you here on the front row and chatting with you. For those of
Me
you who
too.
are new to the front row, do join us on our socials. Our Instagram handle is at the front row dot style. And if you post anything related to the front row, do hashtag the front row SG so that we can find your post and like it. And please tell your friends all about the front row. Do join us. We've got wonderful fashion shows here for the next 8 days. In fact, after this, we're showing the collection from state property. So this is Daniel Boy. Thank you all for joining us. See you again a little later on at the front row.